So hopefully it's all working. Yay, both are saying live. So hi everyone. So for anyone who's here first time, my name's Susan, and we're going to be unboxing the Lingerie Society's monthly subscription box tonight, and I'm going to tell you about the bits and pieces as I go along. So hopefully that all works. Sorry, you can see more of my messy desk behind me on YouTube than I was planning there, but you can see my stack of masks ready to get out going for the weekend for when I'm teaching at Bobbin and Ink. So I'm actually teaching the stretch and swimwear class this weekend at Bobbin and Ink. It starts on Sunday, so hi to anyone who is coming along to that one in Sydney. If you ever want to attend a live in-person class with me, I teach at Bobbin and Ink, so you can just pop on along to their website and check out all of the classes. There's new ones being listed all of the time. And I know that there is currently space in the upcoming bra class there as well. So if you want to come learn to make bras, definitely book into that one. So that's in Sydney, and you can go to Bobbin and Ink for that one. Okay, so I've got my box, which I'm very excited about. Sorry, it's a little late. I've had some people sort of go, have you done it yet? So I've been super busy, and then last Thursday night we got a massive thunderstorm on top of us, which actually gave us no rain, but lots of noise. So I was a little bit concerned about going live because I thought the thunder might actually blow out the speakers for people because it was so loud. So sorry, it's a little late, but I have the box, which I'm very excited about. As always, I have opened it enough so I can open it in the stream, but I literally have no idea what is inside because I haven't looked yet. So I can see people joining in on both streams on YouTube and on Instagram. So hi everyone, I hope you're having a good night, and if you're in Australia, I hope you're currently not either on fire if you're in Western Australia or flooding for the rest of the country. So hopefully you're all okay if you're here. Okay, I'm starting to open up the box. Okay. Oh wow, lots of pretty colors. Okay. Can't tilt it too much because I feel like it's going to fall out because there is so much good stuff. Super jewel toned colors. I hope that's actually turning up on screen. Weirdly, because I'm live on two things, it looks totally different on both screens there. So a little bit different colors, but super pretty. All right, let's get into it. So do we have anyone else here tonight who normally subscribes to the boxes? They're a great way to build up your lingerie stash or to get started, and a perfect way to make sure that everything coordinates, which just looks super pretty. If you want to see how I use my boxes on YouTube, there are videos where I show cutting out everything, and I've got more of those coming too. So that's always a great way to do it. All right, I'm diving in. So first up, we have a cute little motif. Hang on one sec. I'm just going to turn on some more lights. Yay. Okay. Ooh, yay for ring lights. That helps a lot. So this one's like a little rose, and it's made out of fabric. It's super cute. Be lovely sewn on as like a little motif, and it's very soft. Like it's made out of like a chiffon or something, so it's nice and soft. It's not going to be too crunchy next to the body or anything, but it's got some nice dimension to it as well. So I'm just randomly taking things out as they come. In casing point, I have part of my hooks and eyes, but the second half seems to have slid down. I'm sure it's there. It normally turns up before the end. So super wide hooks and eyes, which is very awesome today. If you're maybe like me and a little vertically challenged, and big hooks and eyes, like long ones, don't always work on your back, they are fabulous if you are making any kind of corsetry styles, or if you're making like a stomacher or something like that, like a different kind of shape of piece. So yeah, I like using them for that. Bras, they're a little long for me because I'm really short. So it's just one of those things that it works for different people. Some people absolutely love them. I have a friend who loves using the really wide ones because they're just perfect for her torso. So if you're finding that yours flips a lot, maybe try different heights. It will make a big difference in your bra making. Hi, I can keep seeing more names popping up all the time. So hi everyone. Sorry, it's moving too fast for me to individually say hello to everyone. Okay, all right. Go invisible. Bottom. Ooh, power mesh. So we have some lovely, very deep navy power mesh. It's super strong, like really nice and strong, and it's a good amount of it. Um, Easily do a couple of backs for a couple of different bras or for different size people. So just trying to see if I can get this close enough to the camera. So you can see the familiar brick structure of a power mesh, and it's very strong if I try to pull. And it's so navy, it's almost black. So it's like a proper French navy. It's really lovely. Nice solid color. So that will be perfect. So as a general thing, I normally get anywhere from 3 to more bras out of each lingerie kit, plus matching knickers. Sometimes I mix and match and I might do different styles, like I might do tank tops with knickers. So it just depends what I feel like sewing, but you do get quite a few pieces out of it if you plan ahead. If you just kind of go in without a plan, I think you would get less, but you would still get tons. So again, if you want to see how I plan them out, you can pop across to my YouTube channel, which is linked in my profile if you're on Instagram, and you can see how I actually do all of that. Okay. A bit of my hardware has escaped, so I'm just being very careful about lifting things up because I don't want it going flying across my desk. All right, so we have some more beautiful navy, and this is a really big piece. It's going to take up the whole screen. All right, it's longer than my arm span, just. So it's more than 150 centimeters wide, and it's a super lightweight stretch mesh again, in the beautiful dark black navy. Just trying to see the structure. It is a very simple power mesh structure. So again, the brick-like structure that we're expecting. So it's strong. It's not floppy. It's nice and strong, so it's going to hold firm, but it doesn't have the strength of the heavyweight power net. So great for cups and knickers and things like that, but not great for maybe the backs of bras if you're above like a D cup, say, because we need a little bit more strength there to hold that up. But again, I think it's like 1/2 meter wide, and yeah, the full width of the fabric. It's really nice, lovely hand feel, super smooth, which is really nice. I have to keep folding the back up so that I have enough space on my desk. I have learnt this from many other unboxings. There's always so much to come that if I don't be neat about it, it all ends up everywhere. Okay, what else do we have? Ooh. So we have a really lovely piece of teal, like slinky knit. It's really pretty color. It's showing up pretty true to color on the actual screens that I can see it. It's got a touch more green to the color than it's maybe showing up. But it's really lovely and soft, like super smooth, really stretchy in both directions. One direction much more so than the other, and great recovery, that bounce back super fast. This would be perfect for knickers. It's super smooth, so you could do that kind of seamless kind of knicker. Also be really good if you want a really smooth bra under like a t-shirt, if you were covering say a cup or something like that, or just wanted a smooth soft bra as well. So it's really nice. Okay, I'm going to jump in and do some of the elastics. Hi everyone who keeps joining. I keep seeing the names moving as I'm looking up and down. So welcome to everyone who it's their first time. There's some names I don't recognize. So thanks so much for coming in and having a look at the unboxing. So this is the January edition of the Lingerie Society subscription box, available from Pitt Trading. So you can always pop along to the Pitt Trading website and join in all the fun there because they've got lots of really great stuff happening. But you can subscribe and you can choose whether it's monthly and it's ongoing or whether you just like a one-off. Sometimes the one-offs sell out quickly. So if you love tonight's, get in quick because once they're gone, they're gone. Okay, so elastics. This is a really beautiful Pico, again in the sort of blacky navy kind of color. It's got the cute little edging. It's really sweet. It's quite soft and lovely and stretchy, perfect for knickers either around the top or through the legs. Great for the front cups of bras or the underarms. Not so good for the underneath of wired bras. It needs a little bit more strength for that, but perfect for so much other stuff. And there's tons of it. I'm going to go with like, it feels like 2 meters in a quick one. I can just see if I can just quickly measure it. Whoa, more like 3 meters. I miscalculated that one. So quite a lot there. So you can do lots of useful things with it. Oh, the other half of my bra back. I knew it would turn up. I'm going to link them together. So really beautiful long line bra backs. They're so nice. I love the quality of them, and they don't have that edging that can cut into your skin. I hate that. I'm still wearing 1 or 2 purchased ready-to-wear bras, which I've almost completely gone straight through almost everything all my own made ones. But there's 1 or 2 that, you know, I'm going to wear until they fall apart because I'm not going to throw them away. But one of them has a bra back in it that cuts me every time. And every time I wear it, I keep thinking I should really replace that. And I don't. So I'm going to write myself a note to do that later because that's reminded me to do that again. Sewing your own bras isn't that difficult. As long as you have a straight stitch and a zigzag on your little regular sewing machine, you can do it. Okay. More elastic. This one's plush on this side and just matte regular elastic on this side. It's quite firm feeling, so it would be good for the tops of knickers, the bottom bands of soft bras, maybe the bottom band of a wired bra if you didn't need a lot of strength there. So maybe like a smaller size. I would more likely be to use it on a soft bra or on knickers than on the underside. That's really nice. It's very flat and very plush on that side, but I like the low profile ones because I feel like they sit flat on your body and don't create ridges, which is nice. And I mean ridges that you can feel. I'm not so bothered about ridges that other people can see. I know a lot of people are very concerned about that. I don't care. Okay, more elastic. This one's another Pico. And this one would be perfect for the underbust of your wired bra. So it's nice and wide. It's very strong. Again, it's in this sort of very dark colorway, which is really nice. And perfect amount to go around the underbust of a bra. I would definitely have some left over. And as a guide, I would normally wear a 38 bra. I actually have to look that up because I've just been making a new pattern, so my sizing has changed again because it's a new pattern. I'm roughly Australian size 18, so you would be able to get at least a couple of sizes bigger than I am. You would still fit your underbust in. Okay. What else do we have? So much good stuff. Has anyone else already made up their kit? I've seen 1 or 2. I was kind of trying not to look because I didn't want to spoil the surprise, but I did see a couple of things peek up on my timeline where other people had got their box in and it was so good. So this is some Underwire casing, and I say this every month and I'm going to continue saying this every month. I love how flat and small the casing is from the Lingerie Society. It's so good. Not only is it really flat, so it sits flat against the body, because it's nice and narrow, but you can still fit your underwires under it. If you don't have much space from your underwire to your bottom elastic, sometimes if the underwires are too wide, if the casing is too wide, it cuts down into your elastic, and you either have to cut your elastic or sew on top of your elastic, which again creates a little bit of bulk, which you can feel, but it also stops the amount of stretch on that part of the bottom part of the bra. And if I do that on one and I'm wearing it all day, it gets so uncomfortable. And it never happens when I use this really lovely narrow underwire casing. So I just love the casing, and it's just so nice and so flat. It's lovely and plush, but not because it's not the fat stuff. It also doesn't absorb a lot of sweat. So when in the hot summers, it's also really good. So it's always, I love that part of the boxes every month. Okay, more elastic, so much good stuff this month. So we've got a lovely wide plush elastic that feels so thick and luxurious. It's like really high-end men's boxer short elastic, is probably the best way to describe that. So it's edged on either side and you could use it either direction. One side feels slightly more plush, maybe. um, it's just really lovely and thick, perfect for the tops of knickers or boxer shorts, the bottom band of bras, Emerald Erin's Geordie bralette would be perfect with this elastic. So yeah, there'd be a couple of different ones that you could fit in for that, but just super lovely, nice wide elastic. Okay. So I'm just retrieving some of my hardware, which has fallen in my box a little, so just so I don't ping it out. So I've got a lovely golden daisy, like vintage style rose, and then really lovely gold hardware. So I've got my sliders and my rings for those as well. So I always try and use these on the fronts of my bras. Just adds a cute little touch. And because all that sort of bar tacking and stitching to hold all of your underwires in, it's a really sneaky way to cover that up and make your bras look much more pro. So that's kind of a sneaky trick with all of the little ones there. Hi to everyone joining. I can see lots of people joining up. Thanks so much for coming along. Okay. We've got a cute little label which says silk and lace. And some fold over elastic. So the fold over elastic is in a slightly darker teal than the really soft slinky fabric we had earlier, but really lovely fold over. And I always love the fact that it folds really easily, which sounds like a dumb comment when it's called fold over, but sometimes you get fold over where it has a line down the center, but the fold doesn't fold very well. This one's super easy. And if you sew on your elastic with a one pass, which is what I tend to do, so it all comes in one together, having the stuff that folds easily is really good. So that makes it very easy. If anyone doesn't know how to sew fold over or is interested in using different techniques, on my YouTube channel, there's sew-alongs for various patterns there, and on those I actually go through some of the different techniques, so you can actually see those all on YouTube as well, and they will only be on YouTube. They won't be coming across to Instagram because the formats are different and it's just way easier to do it on YouTube. So if you're interested in learning more about techniques and different things like that, then definitely go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, the link is in the profile of my Instagram page as well. Okay, so much good stuff tonight. I'm so excited. My mind kind of starts to race with all of the ideas of what I could make, so I kind of have to calm down so I can still explain to you all what we're getting. So we've got some really beautiful lace, but the lace is actually pleated, so it's textural. It's really pretty. So the top here along is rigid. It's got a line sewn into it to hold the very edge, whereas this scallop edge down here is just free and will splay a little bit, which makes it really awesome If you've got one rigid section, it means you can sew it into a waist or as a decorative element, and it will mean that the rest will curve for you. So you can do lots of really cool piecing with it, or actual like almost architectural elements to it. So that's very exciting. Um, if you just wanted to use it in a bra, the bra would become very textural, but it would look really pretty. But you know, maybe not your first choice of bra to be a t-shirt bra. But I love the fact that you can have different patterns and different textures. It's why we sew. And I don't want all of my bras to be that smooth kind of look. So I love when stuff like this is included. And I'll definitely be making something fun with that. Okay. So how's everyone going? Everyone's hanging in there. It's quite a lot. It's always such a big box. So we've got this really beautiful roll, which is this lovely fabric. So I'm just going to unroll it a bit so I can have a bit better look what it is. So it's super bright. I hope that's showing up. Yes, it is good. So it's this really lovely, massive sort of tropical kind of print to it. The background is actually like a very deep navy. It has it's actually a slight almost twill kind of weave to the outer, like there's an actual texture to it, and it's lovely and weighty. Like a Duchess satin weight, but a bit more flexible. But yeah, nice and flexible, but weighty. Feels like it's a polyester. Try and find some fibers on the edge so I can have a feel. Yeah, it feels like it's a poly, but a really nice quality one. Super smooth on this side, and then the underneath is also nice and smooth, but doesn't have quite the same slickness as the outside. The outside is definitely very smooth. I'm just going to try and figure out how much of it I actually have. So it looks like we've got about 1/2 meter in width by, whoops, 1.5 meters wide. So yeah, 1/2 meter by 1.5 meters. So a good amount. That's enough to make a pair of shorts, like a pair of boxers or a pair of French knickers styles. You could definitely get a cami out of it. With some fancy piecing, you'd be able to get a slip out of it. And that's one of the things that with the lingerie boxes, instead of just thinking, I need one solid fabric for one solid piece, think about all of the ways you can put it together. So some of my favorite designers of lingerie, they don't just use one fabric for the whole thing. They piece lots of stuff together, and I really like that look. So definitely go searching for that kind of inspiration. And again, you can pop across to YouTube where I share not only how I cut out the boxes, but also what I also make from all of the boxes as well. So you can see all of the pieces that come out. So I'm really excited about this. I feel like it's something new that we haven't sort of had with this kind of bold print. I really like that. So it was actually wrapped up beautifully in a little ribbon. And I always keep all of the little ribbons because together with your charms, they make the perfect tie ribbon and attach your charm to the front of your bras or your knickers. So that's really good. And I had someone ask about putting the charms and the bras through the wash. I don't put my wired bras through the washing machine because that's the fastest way to ruin all of my beautiful sewing. I actually hand wash them all, and it takes no time. By the time I put everything in the washing machine, I like fill the tub, put in the stuff that's going to be soaked for a little bit, put the washing machine on, by which time everything's ready to come out of the tub, and then I just let it drip dry on the line. So it doesn't take much time. Yes, we're lucky because Australia is very hot and sunny, so things dry very quickly. But if you want your home, like your handmade bras to last, definitely do that because it's really good. So Maria, also known as Velo Sews, has just said, yeah, it's she was really stumped about what to use this, but now me saying, "Oh, piece it together," has given her new ideas. So I'm really glad that worked. And hi, Maria. um, Maria runs a really awesome podcast. So you can also go along and check out her podcast. There's lots of very cool things always happening over there as well. Okay, this is our last piece, and it's this beautiful embroidered tulle. It's really beautiful. I'm just trying to unfurl it so I can see how much we have. Looks like we've got about a meter, and it's about 10 centimeters wide, I'm guessing. One day I'll do this with a, actual ruler in front of me so I don't have to keep guesstimating, but I get pretty close. Um, so it's really beautiful embroidery. The embroidery is quite dense, but not, it's still flexible, so it's not rigid, but it's just really dense. So it looks, I hope it comes up as shiny as it actually is in real life. It's this really beautiful stitching. So it comes across really nicely. Um, and you can see as the pieces go through, so where you have a teal flower and the leaf always goes the one direction. So it means that when say you're going to cut this as cups for a bra, it is not symmetric. It's symmetrical but not mirrored, so that your two cups won't be identical because all the leaves will go the one way. In my last cutting out video, actually, you could actually see me trying to figure that out on one of the other pieces. So if you're not sure how to do that, go check that out. If you're really careful about cutting, like you can't tell, it looks totally pro and looks as good as anything else, because I think the fact that the embroidery is so beautiful on the tulle, it really helps. So that's always a good piece. So that's the whole box this month, which is really exciting. Lots of beautiful pieces um, and lots of interesting things. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to have a think about it for a couple of days, and then what I want to do is I'm going to do another cutting out video, which I will share in the next couple of weeks on YouTube. So I'm going to actually be teaching a Thursday night class at Bobbin and Ink here in Sydney coming up soon. So live streams are going to move to a different day. I haven't decided which day yet. So, but on Thursday night, you'll still get a video, but it's probably going to be like a cutting out video or showing you what I've made from the boxes. I'm going to do some reviews of some different bras so I can talk you through different shapes and how to sew them a little bit differently. So just a little bit more about the making of bras as well. Fingers crossed. I've got it all written out. I just have to film it all. So that's all coming up. So live streams are going to move to a different day. Everything else will stay on Thursday nights on YouTube. But because I can't do it live, it's going to be on YouTube only, not also on Instagram. So make sure you go across and subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link is in my profile on my Instagram, or you can just search Measure Twice, Cut Once. I'm the sewing one, not the woodworking one. Yeah, so that's all coming along. If you'd like to support what I do with all of this stuff and get extra perks, I also have a Patreon, which you will find the links for in the usual places. Or again, you can search Measure Twice, Cut Once on Patreon. And there is different levels in there which give you access to different patterns, which is always a great way to support me and also get extra perks for yourself as well. Yeah, have a great night. I hope everyone stays safe wherever they are. Tomorrow morning, there's a new video coming on YouTube as part of my beginner projects. So tune in then to see what the new project is. Okay, thanks so much, everyone. Bye. Thanks to the Lingerie Society too.